us not being very bright because we don't understand that language.
That's
see, but like this dude wrote
small in comparison.
He wrote on his cooler, "Please, Pleeese, do not open." I said, "Jim, did one of your kids write that on there?" He's like, "Nah, I put it on there before I came here."
Well,
alrighty.
In
then.
his defense, you read it.
I did.
Yeah, did you open it?
I did. I just didn't listen.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it didn't work.
Yeah,
well, you knew what it said.
Did you read it after?
No. It said, "Please close lid." Yeah, we were allowed to open it. It said, "Please close." The lid would come off, but yeah, he makes like $49 an hour and doesn't know how to read.
See, there you go.
That's the American
school.
Dream.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Most of the time.
Hear that, kids?
A lot of times.
No. Don't believe that. Don't listen to that message.
Honestly,
letters don't matter.
In comparison to numbers, it's all relative.
The organization of your lettering does not matter as long as somebody can read what it is.
As long as you put a number in there somewhere, you're good to go.
So let's get back to the block. But all right. So we got what's the next event besides Feed Your Block? Feed the Block is every month, right?
The last Tuesday of every month.
Last Tuesday of every month.
Feed the Block. Every month.
So that's in a couple days. For the record, for what point it is right now, we got to get up in like 2 mornings and wake up.
Yeah.
And then boom, right back. Yeah, in the morning.
Yeah, we got to get up in 2 mornings and wake up.
This will probably be released in August.
Damn. So we had to wake up about a week ago to do the block.
Then we did that. But then we go on to, we got to Love That Park next month at Tui, right?
No, it's October.
All right, so
it's gonna be October. No, Tui is September. You're right.
See. I know stuff.
So these Love Thy Parks, what exactly is the Love Thy Park tour / all the events that are included in this hashtag Love Thy Park?
It's like a game show where you find your soulmate. No. Love That Park tour is where we go to pre-selected parks and we work with the rec center to find out what it needs, such as we wouldn't go to a park that's brand new, that's just been renovated. But we go to one that could use a little painting, could use new nets.
Benches, new nets up. Now you keep going.
And then we just do a general cleaning. It could be a lot of trash in there, lighters, junk food wrappers from the corner store, all types of stuff. So we also like to get the kids involved for that. The day before, typically we'll go out and put little flyers out for the surrounding 4 or 5 blocks to try to get people involved.
And how many events are in the Love Thy Park?
Goes from it usually runs. It starts in May no matter what, and it can run from anywhere from May to October, or even last year we did one in November.
And how many? So you pre-select these in the beginning of the year, or how's that process?
We like to select in the beginning of the year. It doesn't always work out that way. Like after this next one, this one's coming out in August. You said, right? Someone let us know. We need a park.
Well, no, we had May pre-selected. We had June pre-selected. Peace and Play Day is an extension of Love Thy Park, because it happens at a park.
And we prepare the park.
School Bag Drive is going to be at a park, so that's also an extension of Love Thy Park.
Nice.
Tui Playground, September, and Mullen, October. So we should be full.
Okay.
This year.
And
but give us notifications for next year.
And when you pre-select these parks, do you also select what exactly is going to be done at these parks? Like, do you have it all planned out in the beginning, or do you just kind of like what's the process?
We have a point of reference in the beginning, and then we, when it gets closer to the event day, I would say that's when we start to come to fruition and everything. Like we'll have the interviews. Him and Sean will go meet with a park, and they'll say, "Hey, we're building a bench." Everyone says, "Okay, we're building a bench." 3 weeks later, we're like, "Oh, wow, we're building a bench." Now let's get to the action of it. And we got this event coming up next month. Let's buy the wood. Let's go through that process. So as I say, as the schedule starts winding down, just with so much else along with Love That Park, as it gets closer, that's when we start to really get the ideas running and putting things into action.
Okay. And
facts.
And after Love Thy Park, so you would say
we're not talking about your School Bag Drive. That's what you're going to ask. Not getting any glory on that.
No, that's cool.
It's all our glory.
That's later anyway.
Okay. I thought that's what you were trying to get to.
No,
that's
I'm not.
Pinnacle.
Yeah. So Love Thy Park is. So how would you, if you had to break it down, how would you break down the biggest events and what are their names?
We have 3 major events.
They're all major events.
4 blocks of 4 weeks is your street cleaning event. Happens in April.
The block goes green.
We go to 4 different blocks throughout the city. Clean the streets in the morning with the kids. Play in the afternoon.
As a reward.
Block party for the kids. We have Peace and Play Day, which is our Stop the Violence event. You know, exactly what we did today. We go to the parks. We have fun. We have promote organizations offering help, promoting businesses that offer help. We promote nonviolence, alternative behavior, and keeping our park safe. And then at the end of the year, we have
the end of the year, John.
The end of the year, John.
Very creative. Yep. You didn't expect that.
Yeah, it's an extension of, you know, feeding the less fortunate every month, but we take it bigger. We cater food for 250 people. We give out 250 plus tote bags full of supplies.
Winter essentials and hygiene essentials.
Exactly. And we bring tables and chairs out. Sit down with them. We eat meals with them. We talk to them, you know.
Family atmosphere versus just here's some food, see you later.
Yeah, it's not the you need to get help, you need to go to rehab, you need to do this. It's the, you know, how are you doing, you know, how long you been out here, how's your family doing.
Treating them as a human being.
Right. Yeah, we talk to them like they're our friends because realistically, you know, they are our friends.
We've seen them for a few of these people, you know, we've seen more than once.
We've built relationships with them over the years. So those are the 3 major events.
Now, I want to actually harp on that one, and also kind of spin back to the thing I did the teeth sucking thing again. I did it.
Damn.
Go back to the in my backyard operation in my backyard.
In my backyard.
So a lot of these people who are displaced, homeless, or either have nowhere to go, less fortunate. You know, me driving recently, I haven't been in Philly for maybe a year.
It's been a minute.
I was driving down Kensington, and my mom is telling me how there was you see some new construction with new houses, new paint. She's like, yeah, they basically gentrifying this place.
Oh, 100%.
And these houses are like $300,000.
Yep.
I'm just in Kensington, what? You know, and it's blowing my mind. So I kind of want to know, and you know, kind of know your take. And whether or not you guys kind of talk and hear from some of the people who go to these events like Feed the Block and End of the Year, John, on how they feel about either getting out or being forced out, or whatever the case.
With the whole gentrification thing, that's more of on the political spectrum, I guess you could say, which we try to stay away from the politics. We try to keep things, you know, fun and loose and everything.
But you had a senator.
What's
I'm
that?
Joking.
Yeah,
a congressman at your
He's real
true. Yeah,
a lawmaker.
But you know, personally, you know, I think the way they're handling it, like, of course, you know, the people want to, you know, it's capitalism. You want to build, you want to make money, you want to build close to train stations and highways because it's easy to get to Center City, blah blah blah. But the way they're handling it, they, you know, we're going to clear out the train tracks where hundreds of people are sleeping in tents. We're going to push them all out. They're like, oh, that's great. You know, they're going to finally get them out of there. But where are they going to go? You know, nobody's helping them.
Just moving them.
We're going to move them from under the train tracks and, you know, send them to rehab. And then the guy on the news says, this was a Monday, says, oh, yeah, I'm going to rehab Wednesday. All right, well, what about Tuesday? You know, what about Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, and Wednesday morning? You know, is he even going to make it to rehab? You know, so it's, you know, it's a lot of backwards politics. I just think straight out lies.
And it just keeps moving it up. It's like, when are you going to solve the problem versus just like deferring from the problem? Yeah, you can make a lot of money in the meantime, but when are you going to put the money towards this issue? This is something serious, and it just keeps like, you know, these people don't have many places to go, and if you're just keep kicking them out of their places and not giving them any resources or alternatives,
opportunity, treat them like people,
right?
Honestly.
Which is what we do. You know, we're not doing anything special. We're just talking to them.
Yeah.
You know,
and
we don't know this stuff just from guessing. It's, you know, from having an understanding, speaking with them. Like, kind of get back to your original question, and this is the way they think. That, like, you know, we're forgotten about.
And overall, not to bring up the race card, you know, don't even bring up the race card. It's the class card.
Bro.
It's a class card. You know,
and it's there's a class card that doesn't even exist. exist. Sorry, hey, voice cracked. That was my son. But it's a class card that doesn't even exist because what do you have, $20,000 more in your bank than this person, or what do you have a parent that helps you out? And this person doesn't have a parent. You're not better than
complete
these people.
luck. It's complete luck.
You're not. You're not better than these people. You live in the same neighborhood.
But it's sad that you have, it's only when people with money, like you said, straight up capitalism. When people with money come in and do something, all of a sudden it's a trend, or it's an up and coming neighborhood because you guys are putting new project buildings up, or just you're gonna slap a $300,000 what is it, for sale signs, condos, whatever it is that you want to put up. And people can't afford it, and they can't afford it.
Right.
So you're just making property taxes go up, and eventually it's just going to trickle down to the poorest of poor, and you're going to force those people to exit the houses that they've been living in for generations.
Yeah, exactly.
And instead of, like Keem said, attack the problem.
Right. And how can we figure this out before we just push them out?
Exactly. A lot of people in the news, though, they see it as, they're getting them out of these areas. They must be going somewhere nice. Well, they're not. No. They're just living on the streets. They're just kicking them out. They're not helping these people. Yeah. And they have no intentions to. The reasons they're doing this is so that they'll build the $400,000 condo.
Yeah.
For new people. I would say it's not for Philadelphians.
Yeah, for transplants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Because people see that the city's up and coming, and the minute...
Right. Yet,
it's cheaper up and coming, so they want to move here.
Yeah. It's not New York prices.
Yeah.
But you got people here that you forgot to take care about. You can't just worry about the people coming in. Take care of these people first, then bring the new people.
And the thing is,
we were talking about with that fashion district thing. Have you heard about this? They're building it's going to be like New York City. It's going to be fashion district.
Yeah. You remember the gallery?
Yeah.
It's not the gallery no more.
No, I know.
It's the fashion district.
Oh,
high-end
really?
fashion
Sounds
stores.
fancy. Yeah. Yet, there's so much going wrong around the fashion district.
The gallery was like the hood for a while.
Like, we feed the less fortunate at 16 with JFK. It's not far from their fashion district. It's like, all right, you got, all these funds and resources to build this, but can we at least think about this?
Yeah, they're building Armani stores in there, Coach stores, these high-end retailers. And then you go outside and there's dudes sleeping right on the sidewalk. Like, head on the concrete, sleeping on the sidewalk.
With trash cans.
You go 2 more blocks, and there's someone else sleeping on the sidewalk.
Just touch it. There you go. Oh, you hit it again.
Technical difficulties. Pause for.
All right, we're back. We just had some technical difficulties.
I'm not good with these mics.
This is part of the problem that I'm having right now. I'm just gonna have to invest in some better equipment. It's time. I've had this for a while now, so.
Dude, I've been here for all this equipment. Dude, you got 17 episodes.
You got 100 downloads last week. It's time to give your listeners what they want to hear.
That is true. This is true. Well, 2 weeks ago, because this is coming out a week from now.
At some point,
6 weeks. Sometime in the past, something happened good.
Inception.
Slowly growing. But going back to what we were talking about, and it's hard to not get into the politics because, especially with a lot of news that I'm reading with other countries and things of that nature, they have people like France. It's illegal to dump unused food like we do. There's just so much food that
capitalism.
Exactly. And which is kind of ass backwards because you can sell that food at maybe half the price instead of just completely getting rid of it.
And liability.
Yeah.
It's old. You can't buy it. Capitalism.
Yeah.
People suing.
Yeah. It's like a rock and a hard place. But there's actually a pretty cool company called, I forget exactly what it's called, to be honest. But what they do is they sell imperfect looking vegetables, produce. Imperfect looking produce.
What's that guy's name? Sean did.
Arnett,
yeah. He's talking about Arnett.
Talk about illiterate.
What? You guys can't have inside. You can't have these inside jokes and not share.
Yeah, this dude Arnett. He would give us. He would
imperfect fruit. Just like you said, I
forget what it's called. What is it called?
It's called wastage or something.
There's an exact word where you can go to a grocery store and request the bad stuff.
Oh, really?
For free. The stuff they can't sell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it looks ugly.
Yeah, if a granola bar box had a rip in the corner, then they won't sell it.